I'm sitting now in one of the pew boxes, another feature of the unique design of the interior of the building, but certainly one that was familiar to churches that were built in the same time period as All Saints. They're a little different than they originally appeared in the church when it was completed. The sides of the boxes, first of all, were much higher, so that once you were seated inside, you could not see other worshipers in their boxes, but you could certainly see the preacher, because the pulpit was on a level with the galleries, and you had a commanding view of, or he had a commanding view of those in the pews when delivering the sermon. But the original pews, the boxes were a little wider, and they had seating, bench seating that faced each other, so that in the Episcopal order of worship, or even then the Anglican order of worship, the first part of the service, known as the service of the word, those in attendance would sit on one side of the box to see the sermon and to listen to the preacher. And then when we moved to the sacrament of communion, the altar, which was located on the eastern end of the church at that time, you would shift to the other side. There was also a place in the winter, colder weather, to heat bricks and bring them along and place them in the pew. There was a grate for that, and that was a way that you could heat the box and keep warmth in, obviously, because of the high walls. Now, seating was also done by auction, and landowners would bid on the choice pews, which actually were the center pews, where you had a better shot at the angles, both to the altar and to the pulpit. And for example, the Chu family, to sit in the middle seats, paid a whopping $22.30 in tobacco to be able to sit there. We'll give you a quick view of our seating chart so you can see some of the families and how the pews were arranged in the original building, which again opened in 1777.